I built my first themed tribal deck, which means I took every Tamiyo card I could find and threw it in the deck. Kinda. I also read this flavor text, nearly cried, and built the deck not just around Tamiyo, but also around Nashi. For our commander, we go with Nashi Moon's Legacy, since the art does not only hold Tamiyo, but also Nashi. I know, no Tamiyo commander, but she's right here. Nashi is a 3/4 red shaman for 1 black, green, and blue mana. He got Menace and Ward 1, and basically says every time he attacks, we get to cast a copy of a legendary or a red from our graveyard. Now you know what's also legendary? All our Tamiyo Planeswalkers. He does not specify that it has to be a creature. So we could have gone in loads of directions with this, but I took the red approach. So Nashi losing her and that flavor text, that made me sad. And I don't like to be sad. That's toxic. Making me sad is toxic. So toxic deck. I also like the idea of Nashi not letting go and bringing her back to say goodbye, like the card suggests. But yeah, game plan is pretty simple. Lots of reds that are toxic, or if in fact. And then we proliferate with cards like Vraska, Xavier, or Yawgmoth. We also mill ourselves a little bit to fill our graveyard and to create tokens we can sacrifice for more proliferates. And I actually get to argue this deck was supposed to be toxic since Prologue of Pheresis exists. Acromoon Gauntlet, Veil of Summer, and Tamiyo's Safekeeping are really good and have every right to be here. As I said, I added about every Tamiyo and Nishi related card I could find. Some for the better, and well, some for the worse. A fun little thought I had while recording this was for people that dislike the toxic approach. Just cast Tamiyo Collector of Tales and play all relentless reds you want. Anyways, I hope you liked my silly approach of a Tamiyo tribal deck, or a Tamiyo and Nishi tribal deck. Check out my Mox field and leave your ideas for the next deck in the comments. Bye!